Last time on Fantasy Friends. The friends wrapped things up in the late puzzle room. They narrowly avoided certain death from a few more traps. After figuring out one more puzzle, they found a portal that took them to a new area of the tomb. What is in store for our friends? Let's listen in on Fantasy Friends. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
That sounds enthusiastic from one person.
Huzzah! Let's do it!
There's two.
I don't have any confetti in the little popper.
It's in the middle of playing a video game. You gotta give him a second.
No. He doesn't.
These modern games with no pause.
Actually, there are a few.
Yeah, there's a couple.
All right. So, last time, you guys were still in the tomb, and you ended up at the next floor down, or up, or whatever you want to call it. So, and on roll 20, you can see that there's kind of a snake-like bend, and you kind of...
Can I? I see nothing.
Go to the bottom.
You have to scroll down.
To go to the bottom.
I feel like you're messing with me.
Oh, when I first got on, I couldn't see it. I had to like...
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I had to zoom way out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops, I keep forgetting that you can't click and drag to move. Damn it. Okay. I can see it now.
Okay. Alright, so you are at the bend, and you can see that it curves around to the left, and then it looks like it goes a little bit into some more space. So do you trudge ahead?
Yep.
Alright. So I will reveal. You get up to the next little
Go ahead.
curve.
I have 20 hit points, my dudes. I'm not gonna last long if something hits me first.
You have 20?
So,
Yeah.
I've only got like 22.
25.
For real? Dang.
Yeah. We're level 2, bro.
yeah, I was about to say, you guys are only level 2. So, alright. So, right here, I'll reveal this. So you guys are probably right about here. Right at an intersection. So to your right is a door, and
We should definitely split up.
and you see the
Right.
door, and on the door, you see what looks to be a jackal that is listening intently. And you can see that...
Wait, like a real jackal or like a picture of a jackal?
A picture of a jackal.
Okay.
That is listening intently. Like like it's carved or like a painting type of thing. But its ears are missing.
Then how can we tell it's listening?
Because of... Because its ears, if they were there, the outline looks like they're perking up. So like... If
It's the universal sign of your hand next to your ear listening. There you go.
Okay.
Yes, and the squinty eyes because you believe when you squint your eyes you can hear better.
Exactly.
So, and then to your right, and then ahead of you looks like there's more kind of space wise, more hallway.
That's what this game needs. More hallways.
Yes, tons and tons
All right.
of hallways.
I'm going to be the guy that can't remember. Why are we in this tomb again? Just remind me, please. For all those listening as well.
I guess I should. Well, for you guys, yes, and then I will summarize at the beginning of every episode.
Yeah, because I already know, but I just want other people.
So you're in this tomb because Suriel and Rascal believe that the reason why the portal opened up on your world and released all those mummies and gnolls has to do with this tomb. So you followed your guide, Koreva, who is still with you, and she is trying to help you decipher all of these things to figure out what is in here that could be creating these portals. So that is the whole reason that's the mission that you are on, is to figure out what, if anything, in this tomb is creating these portals that are connecting both your worlds.
Perfect. And what character am I again?
You're the fox.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember now.
You're the forgetful orc, apparently.
Yeah.
Or half orc. Sorry, half orc.
Half orc, half wit. Let's move on. All right, here we go.
All right. You have a door that probably looks like it needs some type of keys that are in the shape of ears. You have another hallway ahead of you, which might have more stuff.
Ears.
Possibly.
All right. Dane's going to charge ahead. Let's look for these ears, boys.
You just run into the wall, I guess, or the door.
I mean, ahead, not forward.
You're not going to go to the door.
Okay, so
not much point in going to the door without a key.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
So once you get to the immediately there's another intersection right along the hallway that's parallel to the hallway to the door. There's another hallway going deeper into the tomb, and then which is to your right as well, and then still ahead of you is another hallway, which I'll sort of reveal.
There's some blue on that wall. That must be a secret entrance, so we can skip the whole puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
And blue. Where do you see blue? Oh,
a long hallway.
No, it's just the icon thing. Oh my gosh, you guys! Yes, I see it. I see the sonar pointing. It's just part of the Excel sheet I created. Ugh.
Exit. Is that what you said? Oh,
Excel.
Yes, exit. It's the exit to the tube. We're out of here.
We found it.
Is this going to be
Good
the whole
job, boys.
key thing where you keep on asking about a key?
Another mission down.
Yeah.
We've solved your tomb puzzle. Okay,
we're only here 10 minutes. Good night, everybody. Okay.
You do see something out of the ordinary. Hold on, before I reveal anything. Right about here on the wall.
What's it look like?
All right, let's walk up to it. Walk up to it.
It looks like a glyph out of the ordinary. And then let me reveal more to you. So as you kind of span around, so on the glyph, Koreva tells you that it is the god Set, S-E-T.
He's a snake.
Correct. He is the god of snaky snakes. Let me bring up his whole deal. So, Set, god of darkness and desert storms. Also, his main thing is a coiled cobra. He is an evil, evil god.
Seems harsh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look around if there's like a.
Oh, and right here, like this, basically, it looks like a wall is there. I kind of messed up on that.
Decrease.
This image of Set on the wall, is it just like an image? Is that it? Like, I want to walk up to it and see if there's like a button to push, if there's a key. I don't know, anything. Like, anything out of the ordinary other than just it being.
No, but there is writing that Koreva is deciphering. And so she explains that that the way the letters form is almost like a snake. So it basically states that she basically is explaining, like, for some reason it says to go left, right, left, and then the throat of the snake, and then the mouth of the snake. I'm not quite sure what that means. But it does point towards ahead of you, where that wall seems to be.
Which
Okay.
directions did it say again?
Left, right, left, and then the mouth, and then the throat.
Throat and then mouth.
Yes, what I said.
So she
So what's...
goes up to what is perceived as a wall and kind of puts her hand to it, and it almost feels like she goes right up to it, like right here, and she puts her hand up to it, and it feels like there's a force kind of pushing her back.
What's down this other hall?
Hold on.
If only we had a magic user.
Ah, yes, no, of course.
So there's another hallway next to another door. That hallway is literally just kind of flows with it, and that goes up ahead of you, parallel with that strange wall, and then the door as you approach it. Let me double check. You see a depiction on the door of people praising the sun, and it's as if the sun itself is speaking to them. Like, and I'll give you this just without rolling. It almost looks like it's commanding them. And then Tristan, there's a glyph. There's a glyph near that door. There's something missing on that door too. Another key that
This
would
door
fit
right
that.
here.
The one that Tristan's at, yes. So there's another key for that.
So many keys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I want to walk up to this door here and see if there's anything. I don't know.
The same one that Tristan's at?
Just want to. Is that this one right here?
Yes.
I guess so.
Hold on. Let me finish the glyph. Hold on. So
Go ahead.
Tristan, you see a glyph next to that door, but it's kind of it's along the wall more than what happened to my thing? Right here. So as you approach the door, you can see this glyph, and it doesn't look anything like obviously the other glyphs. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said anything. And you interpret that as basically it says the right path, the right wall.
So let's walk down the right path. Along the right wall.
So, and keep in mind that these are 10 feet wide, most of these, except for the one that kind of expands out to 15 feet.
Okay.
Who's this glyph belong to?
Sounds like the sun god Ra.
That glyph,
Presumably.
no, that glyph has no, it doesn't have really, it's basically just words that are out of place, other than like the hieroglyphs that you see. This basically it's like a warning, so to speak. It was like beware or something like that. Except this one says the right path, the right wall.
So is it warning us? So, do we
We
think
wanna
this
go back
warning
to
us
this-
away from
well-
it or towards it?
Yeah, I mean, do we want to go back to this first hallway, first door? I mean, I don't know.
Well, we know we need to find keys, so I say we just keep pushing forward until we find something other than just like pictures, right? Or we need to figure out if the pictures actually do anything. So this is a hallway, and then this is also a hallway. Is that what I'm...
Sorry, I totally forgot. Both. Well, the glyph on this side
Mhm.
is basically, it seems like it's pointing to this wall, and like I said, Kareva like touched that wall, and it felt like a force was pushing her back. This glyph over here looks like it's pertaining to this hallway.
Okay.
And then, so like I said, Kareva touched this, and it felt like there was, like it felt like the wall was there, but it felt like a force was pushing her back. And then, I was about to, Lachlan, when you approach this door, you see that there's a part of the sun in the center that is missing. So that also needs a key.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking down this hallway. I'm gonna go this way, like
You're gonna stay on the right side.
sticking towards the right side. Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you step right here, everything feels normal. So you go all the way up to the corner then?
Yeah.
All right. Oops. I shall reveal more.
Reveal it all, man.
You're just sticking to the right side then? The whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll keep going. Yeah.
Okay. And then you come around the corner, and Kreva's just kind of hanging out with you two, Tristan and Lachlan, because she doesn't want to test anything.
She doesn't want to hang out with the cool guys.
I mean, they are cool
Yep.
guys. Anyway,
Well, he was going down that hallway. I'd like to go over that door that pushes Rev over here.
the wall.
Yeah, and like experience it myself and try to understand. Like,
Yeah, that's why I said we should definitely split up. That's definitely not how
Which-
most D&D parties die.
Which section?
I don't think you're that far away.
Whoa, hold on. Which section are you pushing on?
Ooh.
The correct
I
section.
guess I would do. I would do the left.
Left side. It pushes you back. You just kind of touch it. Yeah.
Oh,
It pushes.
Wait,
your
what
hand
did the
back.
set thing say? Was it right, left, right, or is it left, right, left?
It was left, right, left.
Okay.
That's why I started with the left. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I will also tell you this because Tristan and Kareva would know. Not only is Set evil, he's chaotic evil.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit over here and run to the right side.
Okay, as you put your hand on the wall right here. Oh, I'm on the freaking reveal again.
You get slurped
Um,
over to the other side of the room.
A big alligator just bites you in and drags you under the floor. No.
Alligators.
Forgot.
alligators.
You basically you almost trip because you basically go through the wall and there is another wall.
Let's see, so now I'm gonna go all the way to the left.
And as you do, you go through that wall and
And
again,
then I'm gonna go all,
there's another wall.
then I'm gonna go all the way to the right.
Okay,
We might-
and again, you go through that wall and there is another wall.
And then I'm gonna go down the middle.
This is riveting.
Yeah, I know.
Have you guys have all watched
Surprise.
Labyrinth, right? I'm imagining the little scene with the worm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's like trying to walk through the wall. He's like, go ahead, walk through it.
It's right there, and then she's like, "Oh, thanks."
Who, me? Nah, just a worm.
Yeah. You go
I assume to throw it
through.
in the mouth in the middle.
You
so-
go through the center. Which reveals yet again another wall, and then I'm assuming you go through the center again, or
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, buddy. Walls and halls is what we like.
So okay, so I'll reveal this to both of you now. So, and
Wait, both of whom? There's three of us. Or if you count Carruthers.
well, dang it. So Kareva decided to follow Bendane, and then so it's you three because Tristan apparently is just hanging out by that door.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting back and kind of nervously now.
Okay.
Now that I'm on my own, like looking down the other hall.
One day something's going to have to sneak up and grab Tristan while he's hanging back.
So when you look to
Choke him. Teach him a lesson.
Yeah, just an undead comes out of nowhere and just drags him through a portal or something. All right. So when you approach this wall on both sides, you see a depiction, a huge mural, and right here there is a small hole, and you can hear each other on either side.
Hey, Dane, how you doing?
Okay, bro. How's your wall?
My wall is super cool and cooler than yours. You should have came down my area.
Mine has a hole in it.
Oh, so does mine.
So it looks like constellations.
Did you say constellations like stars or constellations like I'm sorry?
Just I'm sorry's all along the wall. It's like somebody had attention and they had to write I'm sorry.
Apologies in like 50 languages.
It just says like I'm sorry, my bad. Please forgive me.
And then one section is blank. You just say it's okay, and then poof, you just there's the portal. All right, so on one side, there is basic Kreva tells you that she sees the constellation for the lion and the child, and there's nobody else, so I can't tell you, but there are constellations on the other side.
What side is she on?
She's
on my side.
She's on Bendane's side.
All right, so I'm going to yell for Tristan to get his butt up here and help me figure some of this out.
Yeah,
Tristan.
and I'll relay to him obviously like through the hole in the wall, through the I hesitate to call it a hole of glory.
No,
I knew it was coming.
I did. I put that in there, and I didn't even think about that goofy, disgusting joke. Well, I was thinking like, not down low, hole. I was thinking up high where you could just like see each other, and never mind.
High five through it. Yeah.
Whatever.
The important question here is, can I hear Lachlan through all of the illusory walls?
He's very muffled. Like if he yelled, you could kind of hear him possibly in distress or whatever, but you wouldn't know what exactly he's yelling.
Okay, so clearly I don't see him. So can I run back down and say, "Hey, get your butt up here and follow me"?
Yeah, you could do that.
All right, I'm going to run down. I'm going to follow the same path I did. I'll follow the path as I did. Go middle, right, left, right. Then say, "Dude, everything's fine. You just got to follow me to these walls. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We go boom, 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 go right up there." And I'm like, "Dude, let me understand these constellations."
Indeed. All right. So Tristan, you see the goat, the tortoise, and the crocodile, and the bird. So Koreva, on her side, sees basically a poem, so to speak. So she relays to you as loud as she can. Basically, it says, "The beautiful child followed the river. He met the goat, and it said to turn back. He kept down the river and met the two tortoises, and they told him as well to turn back. He kept down the river and ran into the crocodile, who said, 'Follow me down the river,' and so he did. Then the bird swooped down and picked up the child, told the child, 'If only you listened to the first,' and carried him to the divine lion. The divine lion told him many stories, and the child listened to them all before he became tired and fell asleep."
Is there any on this door? There's a. Okay, let me understand this hole a little bit. Like, if I look through it, can I see Bendane?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's smiling.
Is it in the center? Is it in the center of constellations, or the constellations circling around this?
No. It's just like this whole wall, except for that little hole, is.
I guess is the hole connected to the constellations in any way? Or
No. It's just a talk. The connection is obviously you have to figure out what to do. So on,
Bendane's going to start touching random stars. He'll start
um,
with the goat. Wait, the goat's not on his side, is it? He has the lion. He started with the lion. He just touched stars.
But hold on.
well, no. He already did it.
No.
Dang it,
It's
it's too late.
How are you doing this, man? The first thing you're supposed to hit is the child.
Hold on.
Why would you hit the children?
Because it's the first part of the poem.
All right. So, Bendane,
We die.
there's a huge amount of force that just builds up. It's like it just right in front of the wall, and it pushes you back 10 feet, and you take 8 damage.
This seems like a lot.
I mean,
I'll say,
further
don't
down you
touch
go.
the wall.
No. Listen. Go up and hit the child.
Hold on. Whoa.
Telling him to do it. He hasn't confirmed he's going to do it. If
So-
you hit the child, you touch the child. That's terrible.
Whoa.
Wow. This is
Please.
going the wrong way. Fast.
Jesus. Don't tell me to touch children through a glory hole. Come on, man.
Oh man.
This is all
Okay,
bad. I
we're gonna
start
regret
over from
making
the
this
beginning?
puzzle.
So what
Okay.
if it doesn't?
Place
Pretty sure
your
there's a-
hand on the child. Anyway,
This is a Czech Palahniuk book waiting to happen.
okay. Instead of the lion, child was the first in the poem. Then it went on my side, goat, tortoise, croc, bird. Then back on your side was lion. So
Okay.
if something happened by touching the wrong one in order, then clearly probably we need to touch them in the right order.
I'm going to tell Corella to touch the child on my side.
Well, I
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Hold on.
Okay, I'll touch the child.
No. There's multiple stars in that constellation. You can't just poke any star. It has to be a specific one.
Can you figure out which one?
There's just not enough information on my side. And then she raises her voice. Tristan, is there anything else on your side that might indicate which specific stars we have to press?
So not only is it press the image, it's press the proper star in the image. Good lord! Whoever built this tomb.
Well, hold on. Is
What a mess.
any of the ones that I see on my side when I look at the constellations are like if I just look at, let's say, the goat?
They all.
Is there a specific
every single
star that's bigger or smaller?
Okay, they can all be pressed, but there is.
Are they numbered?
No, but let me finish. There are specific stars that have a depiction of being brighter than the others.
Is it only one per animal? Like, there's
Yes,
only
yes.
one
Per-
that's brighter
per
on the
constellation.
goat, one that's brighter on the tortoise. Okay,
Yes,
that's probably,
per
that's
constellation,
probably
there's
the
one bright one on each constellation.
that's probably the one. I'm scared to know where the bright star is on the child, but let's go.
Okay.
No.
So
I-
yelling across, like, probably go for the brightest star in the
I would think
constellation.
so.
Okay.
Starting with the child.
Okay. I will start with the child. So she clicks the brightest star on the child constellation, and nothing happens. Well,
Okay,
you hear it click, but she doesn't get blasted away. You don't hear her.
Sure. So
Yeah.
Kristen,
We're
we're
on the right
side.
path.
On our side for the next
Terminator 2,
4.
Sarah Connor style.
like
Blown away
like
by
Judge,
the nuclear blast.
yeah, like Terminator 2. Ah, just holding onto the fence, dying. Okay.
All right,
No,
so the
that does
goat
not
was
happen.
Some tomb. No.
Okay, so
Goat was next in the story, so I'll push brightest star in the goat constellation.
so as you press that down, you hear a click, and all of a sudden, from beneath the no, I'll just say beside because you're gonna make jokes or something. So beside the place where you can talk to
We're
each
gonna
other.
do that anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Find a new way to think of the joke. Move.
So beside the place where you can talk to each other, the wall kind of opens up, and then all of a sudden there are two. They almost look like obsidian and kind of silverish pieces on
Are
both
they-
sides. So there's one on each side.
Are they ear shaped or sun shaped?
Maybe
Oh,
They-
tell us.
they
do they
they
do,
look
do, Do I need to roll to see if it looks like an ear?
They might be an ear. They might be ears.
Can I tell with my eyeball if it matches the shape of the hole where the
Well,
jackal...
you're not standing next to the hole, are you? Maybe you should walk down to that door.
Can we just take it and put it in our hands?
Yes, you can pick it
I'm
up.
just going to take it.
I'm going to grab it and put it in my hands and stick it in my
Obviously, I'm going
pocket.
to do that.
Move on. So I'm now going to push the brightest star and the tortoise.
Okay.
There's too much laughter. I decided not to do that because I hear laughter in my head.
I mean, you already said you were going to.
Yeah, let's do it. The tortoise.
You get pushed back 5 feet and you take 3 damage.
Damage.
Tristan, just roll a history check.
I have a question after this.
Okay. So Kareva can't think of what it is. She forgot. And then you remember that you read a story long ago about a child that decided to go down a river. Well, it always talks about how the first, if they would have listened right at the beginning, so by pressing the child and the goat one after the other, if he would have listened to the goat, he would have just turned back and he wouldn't have been devoured by the crocodile and then picked up by the spectral bird and taken to the lion, basically to the afterlife. It talks about a child dying while going down the river.
So let's not continue to push the stars.
Actually, I would like to
Continue to push the stars?
No, I want to hear. I want to hear the poem again.
So the beautiful child followed the river. He met the goat and said to turn back. He kept down the river and met 2 tortoises, and they told him as well to turn back. He kept down the river and ran into the crocodile, who said, "Follow me down the river." And so he did. Then the bird swooped down and picked up the child, told the child, "If only you listened to the first," and carried him to the divine lion. The divine lion told him many stories, and the child listened to them, all before he became tired and fell asleep.
So
We should hit the lion.
No, absolutely not.
here's my takeaway, right? The kid, like the story doesn't explicitly mention, the poem at least doesn't say, "Hey, the kid died."
No,
You can read between the lines.
but
Right, you could.
there is a point where it says, the bird told the child, if you only listen to the first.
Right. But think about this, right? The child ended up getting to see this line and hearing all these stories, which is nice. Like, if the child had just walked away, like, he wouldn't have gotten all the stories.
Who knows
He'd
what
have
they
just
did to
gone
that
back to
kid
his
while he was sleeping,
boring
though.
life.
It might have ended very poorly.
Maybe. But
The lion could have eaten him.
I'm looking at it this way, like, if it's just like a children's fairy tale, for example, like what I would have read in my youth. Like,
Was there only one ear that came out of my side of the wall, or was it both ears? Or was
So
it the
you-
silver
I
thing?
think we
You
each had
picked
one.
up, yeah. So you picked up one ear, and then
And I got one in my
Lachlan
pocket.
picked up one ear. Yeah.
I'm going to yell across the hole and be like, "Yo, bro, let's put these ears in that jackal."
All right, let's do it.
All right.
So you
Want any more damage?
what? You
I don't want any more damage.
Oh, I was gonna say you press another button.
Oh,
So you
thinking about it.
scuttle back to that first door, and then you insert those 2 ears, and of course they form perfectly into that door. And
I feel like Bendane wouldn't scuttle like a beetle. Seems weird.
what's the one you saunter, you trot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, saunter. I like saunter.
All right. Let me get to there it is. So I will reveal this.
Do it.
Boop. So the door, as soon as you put the keys into the door, it opens up, and as you step in,
See a magic blue door on the left.
so I don't know. I also have to remind you of this. The end of when you first got into the tomb, where it spoke of basically said you must protect her and all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sort of remember that? Okay. Or you must save her, you must protect her. Okay, so that same voice all of a sudden booms out loud this time. So last time it was in your three heads, so to speak. Well, this time it's out loud. And all of a sudden it just says, "The hunt is on. Defeat the blasphemer." And
oh, Jesus, is that me? Am I the blasphemer?
no. And as you kind of scan the room, there is an altar over.
So it's like
here.
Ghostbusters. Nobody think of anything.
No. Oh my gosh, this is not ghosts. You see
I
an
just watched
altar.
another movie with Grace Jones in it, which is funny.
What a random comment.
That is a random comment. Okay.
Well, she was the chick at the end, right?
No, she wasn't.
No.
That wasn't Grace Jones?
No, it wasn't.
Was it a different skinny black girl from the 80s?
She wasn't
It was
black.
a white woman.
Yeah.
You're right, man.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
Good grief.
We'll just edit that whole part out where I sound like an
No,
idiot.
I'm keeping that in now. That's on you, buddy. I can't. Wow. Oof. I thought you were better than that. Anyway, so as you see an altar over here,
They had
and
similar
then-
hairstyles. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Probably.
they were similar,
It was the 80s.
and can I?
Is the altar the blue part?
Oh, gosh, let me just. Do you want to get through this or not?
I want to stay in this tomb for at least 3 or 4 more episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going for 5, but all right.
Oof. So the altar, and next to the altar is an elf, and she turns around and has a bow in her hands and is knocking an arrow.
It was she's
Yeah.
the blasphemer.
And she has a quickly you see that she has a like a cloth basically covering her eyes, and then as soon as you notice her, everything fades to black, and then it's as if your eyes are just blasted by a huge light, and all of a sudden you are outside in that storm. So you have multiple pieces of debris, so like different like ruins pretty much, and she is like disappeared. So you basically just all of a sudden teleported somewhere else, and then
What storm?
the storm that's outside, the sandstorm.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that there was a sandstorm. Yeah.
So what's strange is it's eerily quiet, even though the sandstorm is going, and it's blowing. The winds are blowing really hard, and so far everything is obscured up to 10 feet. So you cannot see past 10 feet.
Gross.
And pretty much, yeah, you have to hunt. Pretty much that is what it says. You have to hunt her down and stop her.
Right.
So roll for initiative.
Ben Dane yells, Marco!
How'd she sound? How'd she sound?
Great.
I don't know. That's great.
I don't know what that means. Prepare to die.
$18. Oh, wait, no. I have a plus to that, don't I? +1, so 19.
So 19, Lachlan.
12.
Tristan.
You got a 7. +4, and you got a 7. That sucks.
Yep. I rolled a 3.
Well, y'all still did better. Better than the archer. She got a 5. So in order,
Nice.
Ben Dane.
We can't see her, right?
You can see up to 10 feet, so you have no idea where she is.
Mm.
The room itself, yeah, that's...
When she responded, did I get a sense of direction that it came from?
It was...
Because I said Marco, and she said, I don't know what that means. So...
It was ahead of you to your right.
Okay, I will move ahead of me to my right.
Right, roll a d20.
To move?
No. To basically try to find her, so to speak.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a perception or...
Yeah, let's go with perception.
Okay. So +4. 24. Natural 20. Come on, bro. I know exactly where she is and what she's wearing. Tell me what she's wearing, Gail.
So she... Okay. You can barely make out a shadow, so she's still slightly ahead of you. If you were to just, like, trot up to her, like your distance, so she's a little bit more than 30 feet, but you see her just kind of poking her head out, listening for you, around a piece of ruins. So she's kind of like just like 10 feet and slightly to your, still slightly to your right.
Okay.
She's got that thing covering her eyes, which is like a white cloth. She's got kind of dark brownish hair, elf ears, obviously, and she's kind of wearing like a dark, kind of like a excuse me, hunter
Jesus.
green. Yeah, sorry, dark hunter green clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole
All right.
kind of like Robin Hood deal, bracers and all that.
Right. But Robin spelled with an I, so we don't get sued.
You mean a Y?
That's what I said.
Okay.
Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to run over there and I'm going to grapple her. And then I'm going to yell to these guys like, yo, she's over here.
Wait, you're gonna run and no. So I meant like if you went 30 feet, she would be 40 feet.
Oh, so I can't
Yeah,
reach
yeah,
her
yeah.
in my movement. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you said that she was like only 30 feet away.
Well, you said you were charging towards her.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought that I could reach her in this turn.
I'm not gonna make it that easy for you. I'm trying to make it
Well,
as
come on.
easy.
I did roll a 24.
And I totally. I told you, like, I basically gave you like so much information.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't sneak up on her
Yeah,
because my
buddy.
stealth is garbage.
Oh, I totally forgot. And you guys keep on calling her the wrong name, and it's messing with my brain. So
Carruthers?
Kareva. Gosh, I'm just gonna. You guys are... Anyway, so dang it, I forgot where I was. What crap? So what are you doing then?
Well, that changes my whole plan. So, since I can't reach her on this one, then I need to remember if I have a javelin in my inventory. And I do.
You can go like 30 feet and just chuck a javelin 10 feet.
Kind of thinking of it, yeah. I'm definitely going to yell out, and Bendane's going to say, hey, she's over here. I'm going to yell out to the whole party. Can I see them? Are they nearby?
Like
Or are we all like spread out?
Like I said, if you were to move 30 feet, they would not be able to see you. They could hear you. They wouldn't be able to see
Okay.
you. Like I said,
But they can
it's
see
10
me.
feet.
They can see me now, right?
yeah, because you're all
Okay.
you're all bunched together right now. If you
Okay,
But
that's
you
what I
already
thought.
moved 30 feet, though, right?
No.
like you just have a sense of direction at this point. You heard her say that, and with a 24, I'm basically giving you like you somehow knew the color of her clothes. Like you remember the color of her clothes, all of that stuff
Yeah.
before it went into
Yeah.
Sandstorm Town.
Okay.
I feel like we're stretching reality a bit, but sure.
Eh.
No, I'm just backtracking to let you know he had a good memory.
I turned into an orc, man. I don't think reality really has.
Right? Yeah. Says the speaking fox. Okay. Well, I'm gonna point and tell them like she's over there. And then I'm gonna start heading that way. She is behind cover, so I don't think that I really want to like throw anything at her. I'm gonna head that direction, and I'll ready an action, which is the javelin. So if she tries to do anything on her turn, then I'll chuck it at her.
Okay.
Okay.
So you go. They lose sight of you, but you pretty much are just like. I assume that you're just like, hey, over here, hey. She's over here.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, she's over here, and I'll try to do it quietly so she doesn't know where I'm coming from. But the fact that she's got a freaking Zen like blindfold on and she's an archer makes me think that she already knows where we are. Jesus, I ran.
I will no. I could. I will not confirm or deny. So.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for stealth. 17.
Let me roll against. Dude, these rolls, ugh.
I like the sound of that.
Wow. She somehow is just. She had a brain fart.
Shockingly enough, she can't see me with that blindfold on. Sweet.
She can't. She can't. For some reason, she's just too zened into like what. No, this is what it is. So she should be able to hear you coming and yelling. Basically, over here, but she's just so zoned in on her plan of action that she's just kind of blocked you out, pretty much. So
Sweet.
that's how we'll make sense of that. All right, Lachlan.
There's not much I can do other than just get close. I'm just gonna go with best instinct I have of hearing which direction he said and moving my 30 feet that way. I assume dark vision is not going to have any factor into this, right?
Well, not really.
Okay.
It's not really dark.
Yeah.
It's actually sunny out,
Right.
aside from the sandstorm.
It's just particles obscuring your vision, not darkness.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to move 30 feet in the direction I generally like he told me to go and see if I see anything.
Yeah, since she's basically, if you're right around where Ben Dane is, she's 10 feet in front of you. You can just barely make her out as she's kind of, you see like one of her ears kind of poking out of the top of the ruins or something that she's trying to hide.
I mean, so there's not much even her showing for me to do anything, I guess, right?
Unless you roll really good.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you know what?
Really well.
Roll good. Sure. So
You can huck a spear at her.
I got four javelins. See her at the very least. I'm going to see if I can just scare her out of her hiding place. So I'm just going to chuck a javelin at her from 10 feet away. So, second. Nice.
Let me check cover.
Feel like
disadvantage roll.
I was gonna say I feel like she's gonna get a disadvantage. He's gonna be at a disadvantage, but or it might just be like a -2 for full cover or something like that. I can't remember what it is.
Well, I would say it's kind of 3/4. So what'd you roll?
23.
Natural 20 with +3.
Oh, natural 20.
It is a natural 20.
That's
that?
That's pretty much
Two natural 20s in a row. It's pretty baller.
Okay, you hit her.
Pushes through her skull and kills her. Done.
Perfect.
All right, so
she. This is how I'll do it. So, how could I? 5.
That would be damage.
I figured.
If you're just listening to the podcast and you're actually watching us play the game, he rolled a 5.
So yes, he rolled a 5. So 5 damage. If we could remember to say our rolls.
Oh, sure. So about 15 minutes ago, I rolled a.
If you just tuned into the podcast, Yale, our DM, is actually going to transpose all of these maps and rolls to our Instagram page, and you can see them there.
Oh my gosh, I have the Instagram stuff.
Yeah. Good luck with that. I have to edit and do all this other crap, so you have fun.
I should take a picture of this. Take
I
a
was
picture
just,
of the map. No, it's
I
a
mean,
great
I was
idea.
just kidding. We should probably just be more descriptive with what we're doing.
Instead
of being like, here? You mean right here? Here, right?
Fair. But I did.
That's what I tried to do. So,
I took my mouse and I clicked the left button on roll 20.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Did a natural 20 plus 3 to hit.
You guys are wasting so much time.
Then I did a 1d6 roll and pushed the left button.
Hold on.
Got a 4 plus 1.
Yeah, but it was a natural 20, so you do double damage.
Ooh, so it's a 10.
That elf right in her.
Wow. Okay.
Friendship in the I don't know.
So
I'm just the best fighter, and she's done. Okay, you can say it.
No. I mean, you did it. You did a ton of damage. Like, yeah, you hit her real good with that javelin. So she somehow because as an archer, as a person that you wouldn't think would make a mistake, somehow the ruins crumpled down. Just happened to crumple down in front of her, and she hears that, but it was too late, so you hit that crit right at the same time as kind of the debris fell and stuck her right in the left shoulder, so she's kind of leaning against it on her left side facing you.
Sweet.
And then just sticks right in her left shoulder, almost kind of goes pretty far deep, so she kind of almost loses the use of her left arm.
Nice. Can't even hold her bow up anymore. Good shot.
Do we hear her wince in pain?
She goes.
I'm only asking because of the visibility wise. I was just thinking okay, can we still hear her move, hear her wince, know that we hit her?
She definitely as it happens, she pulls the javelin out, which makes even more of a painful groan. And then yeah, she tosses that to the ground. You can't see her face, but she's I don't know. It's like a desperate, oh no. What did I get into? Who are these people?
Dear.
She's like a Uchi. Man, I might be over my head.
Just a little bit. All right, Kareva's turn. So since she saw you two run up, she trusted you two enough to kind of bodyguard her from any attacks. So she kind of runs up just behind you two and then sees what you did and then follows up with a spell. So all of a sudden, oh wow. So all of a sudden you see a flash of light streak from behind you guys towards her, and since basically she lost most of her cover, it strikes her basically right in the same spot almost. She just gets hit in the shoulder again by this magical flash of light. And oof, I didn't know it was going to do that much damage. Wowzers. She might be dead, fellas.
That's terrible.
Don't mess with the orc.
Oof. So she gets hit. The archer gets hit by this bolt that Kareva fired at her, dealing 12 damage. And she's looking bad. And on top of that, the bolt has not disappeared. So it just starts to glow, and you can see the archer now up to 20 feet because of this glow.
Nice.
And with that, it is Tristan's turn.
Okay.
Tristan.
I will follow into the into the storm, I suppose.
Sounds like a song.
No, not yet. I don't have one ready for that. haven't written one. This is only just happening.
Songs aren't really his things. They're more haikus.
Yeah.
Right.
Through the storm,
So
the female archer
she's
hurt. I kill her.
So she's glowing, yes?
She is glowing, yes. So you will have an advantage to
It
your...
was a guiding bolt.
Maybe. You don't know that for sure.
Well, maybe my character doesn't.
But the player does.
Alright. I could waste a spell, but I'm not gonna.
You're gonna chuck a
go
rock
ahead
at
and
her?
Yeah. Get the sling going and fire away. This is gonna be a disaster. Oh no.
A 19.
Woof. Fellas, probably say goodbye to that archer. Go ahead and roll damage.
Right.
Man. So this is what
That's a 6 damage
I
if
know.
you're listening on the podcast.
Oh, 6 damage, yes. And the reason why I'm laughing, like I imagine this happening, and it worked out perfect as I was imagining it. So mentally, I was thinking Tristan's running up, he's pocketing a rock into his sling, and all of a sudden he's winding it up, and once he gets close enough to Lachlan, because I'm imagining Bendane's on the left, Lachlan's on the right, Kareva's right behind, and then Tristan's running up on the right side of Lachlan. And just looks over, sees the archer, and just kind of sidearms the sling, lets go of the rock, and just blasts her right in the head. And as soon as you hit her, she goes down. Everything just all of a sudden, the sandstorm stops. Everything just goes from bright sunshine to darkness, and then right back to that lit room. And the archer is lying next to the altar, not moving.
Well,
So by the way, there was one thing I forgot to tell you, was the door actually closed behind you. So as soon as you came back into the room, the door all of a sudden shakes and starts opening up again.
So hang on, she wasn't an illusion. She was real. I mean, I just killed that woman.
You killed a real person.
You killed a real person.
Are elves people?
Oh no. Just gonna sit against the wall, just slide down to the floor and just sit there.
Oh no!
Just stare off.
I'm just creating more opportunities for Tristan to be depressed and falling into a pit of quicksand, never to return.
I look at him and just remind him that I did the most damage. So don't worry, she was going to die anyway.
Technically, Carruthers did the most damage.
You're right. I mean, one of you would have killed her, probably. Did she have to die? I thought she was an illusion.
If she didn't die, she was going to kill us. Just FYI.
She didn't even try. She didn't get a chance.
You're welcome.
It's called preemptive strike there, man.
Sure. Just gonna sit here a minute.
The best defense is a good offense. Anyways.
Kareva walks over to you, Tristan, and just puts her hand on your shoulder and just kind of, I don't know, just sits with you. She doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know you well enough to know what to say to comfort you, but so she just kind of her
she says,
presence.
They're there.
No.
There. It'll all be fine. I don't need your platitudes.
What do you guys do? Do you search the altar, the body? What are you doing? Leaving?
Yeah, all the above. I'll definitely check out that body. That sounded gross. I'm gonna
Man, these
search the corpse.
check the pockets.
Yeah.
You find in one of her pockets is a piece of parchment unfolded. It kind of talks about something for some type of ritual. You can't really decipher too much aside from
I'll give that to Kareva.
She's still with Tristan, but you kind of walk over, hand it to her, and she starts to eye it over. And she starts to get a weird look on her on her face. She reads it and then tells you that this is to bring evil, like not some type of evil god, but some type of. I think this describes a devil or a demon.
Tell me that it describes how to open portals, and that we just figured out where these portals are coming from.
No, this is written in a language that. Well, I mean, it could match that. I mean, the only way to bring a demon or devil over here is to either start a ritual, a kind of seek out with your mind, like your deepest, darkest thoughts, or yes, like using a ritual or finding a room strong enough, with strong enough magic to create a portal. I mean that this kind of makes sense, and with that altar over there, and she kind of looks at Tristan, and she just kind of says, "I'm sorry, I'll be right back." And she stands up and walks to the altar, and she starts kind of looking it over, and all of a sudden she says that this is not an altar for evil. This is an altar for gods. And then as she's kind of figuring stuff out, like her head, like you can see her head is starting to kind of hurt, like she's having a headache, and it doesn't get violent, but severe. Like it drops her to the ground, and after probably a moment, she gets a hold of herself, and then she looks back at the altar and says, Gentlemen, I don't think this is a tomb. This place might be something else. I can feel an enormous amount of magic here.
A temple.
Possibly. This altar has been blasphemed, and if this parchment is correct, they're blaspheming what might be a temple to bring a demon into this world. And then she looks down at the body, and she just happens to notice, gentlemen, those ears that she has, her ears aren't normal.
Yeah, they're elf ears.
Kareva is an elf too. She just stares at you for a second, like, really? She's like, no, look closely. And then, if Tristan, are you still kind of back by the door?
I am actually walking up to the body.
Okay, you notice it too, and then Lachlan and Bendane, since like you're more attuned to magic than those two are. Well, I guess Bendane would be too. So Lachlan takes a little bit longer, but since you're all kind of attuned to magic, you can kind of feel something in this place. It doesn't exactly feel wrong, but it feels raw. Like there's raw magic in this place, and with that, you see that the ears, like the ears don't match her body.
And then cuts him off and makes a necklace. Just kidding.
Whoa!
He's not that kind of soldier.
Well, they do look like they were attached, if not by magic, but by some other means. Like it looks like they don't look like her ears.
Like their costume jewelry or something? I'll tug on them.
I mean, like, it looks like they're quote unquote surgically attached, but you don't know exactly how. But it like
tug on them harder.
All right, whoa. Let's leave the. I take out my little haiku book. I do have something to say for because we don't know who she was. We don't know if she was like a protector of this temple or someone who was kind of like thrown into this against their will, kind of like us. So all I have is the cherry flowers bloom. We gaze at them. They fall, and well, such is life. I just turn and walk out of the room.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. Thank you to Brian Sanishyn, BrianSanysHyn, for the intro and outro. Find him on Fiverr and his own website. Also, as always, find us on Instagram and YouTube. Like and subscribe. We're also on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, and Amazon Music. Send us an email of NPC names, items, or ideas. Anything good, nothing bad, at fantasyfriendspc@gmail.com. That's fantasyfriends, P as in puppy, C as in cat, at gmail.com. And of course, thank you for listening. Tell everyone you can about the podcast. Tell them Fantasy Friends RPG is wonderful, and they should check it out. Send a non-threatening letter to a celebrity and say, hey, check out Fantasy Friends now, as soon as possible, and then they can spread the word just like you're spreading the word. So thank you, as always. And the next episode should be out in about 2 weeks. All right? Bye.